Hi everybody and welcome on Let's Cook with Cecile. Today it's all about pastry, but not any type of pastry. Nice little pastries, the kind that you want to serve for tea. I'm a little bit biased today because I'm leaving for UK end of the week, so I'm already in the mood and I cannot resist what British serve for tea. So today it's all going to be about how to make something that looks very great to serve for tea, but very fresh and very quickly. So of course I'm going to give you hints on, you'll see how to organize everything, but I'm going to use some crème pâtissière, crème pâte, pastry cream. I don't know how you know that, which is a type of thick custard that we put in many things in French cuisine, that the Brits also use in their desserts, and we'll use it on different ways. But today it's going to be about little fresh scones, but the British scones with the jam in the middle, and little choux pastries with the crème pâtissière in the middle, and little mini tartelettes with fresh fruit in it. That's why today I'm lucky enough to have, red currants and fresh raspberries and some kiwis. So we'll do something very fresh, very beautiful, very colorful. I brought my baby here, Chloe, to show you that she'll do most of everything. If she does it well, you can do it well too. Because she's used to have her mom making everything for her. So today we'll show you that even when you don't know how to make anything, you can do it today. Voila. So what we did is, we'll start with making this crème pâtissière because it's very important to have it cool. So when you have a cream like that needs to be nice and cold before you use it, start with that, okay? It's very important to start with everything that is related to temperature. So we'll have to make also a short crust pastry. Actually, it's more like a sweet pastry for our little tartelettes that we'll blind bake in the oven, which means that we'll cook them with nothing in it, and then we'll add everything to it. So this is a little bit technique. But right for the moment, we have our milk heating slowly. Chloe will make a prowess, a technical prowess by cracking some eggs. So you crack 2 eggs in there, in the bowl.
2 whole eggs?
2 whole eggs. Oh, no, wait, sorry. 1 whole egg, 1 whole egg, sorry. And you separate 2 yolks. You don't even need to make it nice and pale and everything. It doesn't matter anymore. Now the thing is to show that we're going to add it a little bit. Voila, we call it tempering. Voila. And then, voila, we add the rest of it. Viens là, toi. And quickly, we bring back everything in the saucepan. Je vais mettre ça là-bas, boubou. And we stir. Alors, what you have to know is, this is not the type of cream that is complicated, because you don't need to be scared of cooking it. I mean, there is the cornstarch in it. I have just added a little bit of vanilla, a good vanilla. Voilà. Don't be afraid to add vanilla to it. You cannot make it boil. You have to really watch it. Voilà. Here, look, it's starting to smoke and it's starting to thicken. Look at that. It's very quick. Look at that. So it can easily cool off. Voilà. Now the danger with that type of cream, see how quick it was? The danger, it's not a danger, but what you don't want to have a skin on top. And so for that, to prevent the skin, you usually, we're going to add a little bit of butter. Voilà. You leave your little bit of butter right there. Voilà. And we forget about this cream until it's nice and cold. Measure me 1 cup and 3/4 of flour in there. Voilà, bah oui. Ouais. And 3/4. Alors, first, voilà. Yeah, the thing is to measure first. And then 3/4. Okay. Now we add a little bit of sugar, just a touch. Then add all of that, 1 stick of butter in there. Voila. It should be nice and cold. Mine might not be very, very cold, but it's not a big problem. Voila. Now, voila, you add that in there, here, and voila, via dough. Let's have a look. See, it made a sand with the butter in the flour. What you're supposed to do by hand, but your hand might be too hot and might simply just melt everything. It's so easy in here. Tiens, put back the, voilà. Let's see. Let's see. Alors, at this stage, you decide if you add or not anything to it. What do you think? I think we could add a little bit of water in there. Je vais touiller et tu pourras la rouler. Voilà. Voilà. I love these things because, of course, you could use individual little pastry, tartelette molds, you know, with the bottom and everything. But well, it's a pain. Alors, be careful when you fill it. The thing is to use that very delicately, not like a beast,
Oui.
and just to make it to make sure it goes in the corner. Don't touch the top part. It doesn't matter. It's like make sure that it is kind of even on top. Voilà. Like that.
Oui.
Voilà. You cut and you. She can do it. It's beautiful. Voilà. In the meantime, what the mother has to do is to cut plenty of little strips of paper, because we're going to have to blind bake all of these little tartlets. And for that, we have to cover each of them with parchment paper, like that. I'm going to show one.
Va ça?
Hein? Ouais, ça peut aller. Ouais. Tu fais les bords quand même un peu. Voilà, we cover it and we fill it. Well, I have chickpeas, but it could be any type of beans actually. Voilà. To make sure it doesn't blow while we cook it. So, we're going to take care of that. We make all the little tartlets and we come back when they are ready. We'll be back.
See you soon.
So here is the work of my baby. Alors, it's so beautiful, huh? Yeah. No, actually what happens is, this is perfectly normal. What we do when we blind bake is, we want everything to get out like that, to be, you know, to look like a little skirt, because these little skirts are going to shrink, and what we see that is still out, we'll cut. Just, you know, we'll just trim it. So if you have some that are like that, you know, very short or long, it doesn't matter, because at the end we'll trim everything, okay? So that will go in the fridge, in the oven. Right. I have another one here. For 10 minutes, so I'm going to ask her to finally use her phone to... Tu l'as mis? 10 minutes? In 10 minutes, we'll remove the paper, we'll remove the chickpeas, and we'll put it back in for 10 minutes in the oven. In the meantime, we have some water here for the choux pastry, because today we'll make choux à la crème, little cream puffs. In this cup of water, we add 1 stick of butter to melt with, of course, it's in this side, like that. Voilà. Salt, if it's coming, yeah. Salt. A tiny bit of sugar for the color. Voilà. Alors, we let that melt. And, ok, est-ce qu'on a du... Non. Okay. Voilà. And while it's melting, I'm cracking some eggs in there. Voilà. It's melted, almost. Alors, choux pastry is actually not a tricky thing at all. It's not difficult. But you need to know a little things to make sure you can succeed. To succeed, you need to add the flour in one shot, like that. You remove it from the heat. And you put it back. You kind of cook it a little bit on the heat. Voila. To get a ball in the end, you know. Something that you have to continue heating it a little bit until it makes, voila. It gets together into a ball. Voilà. More or less. See? And then there is the fun part. So you cook it a little bit like that. We call it to dry it. Voilà. I think it looks good. Enfin, you remove it from the heat. And then this is when you decide to muscle your daughter who needs more strength in her arm, and you tell her, oh, you're gonna help me? I have some eggs to add to the dough. So you give her everything, là, and then you come with your little eggs, and you tell her, quick, add a little bit, quickly, quickly, quickly. Voila, one after the other. This is very good for that, you know. If already you make yourself a beautiful, young, powerful daughter, it's better if she's helpful for something, you know. Voila. So when the first egg is kind of in it, voila. And the more you add, the more it's difficult to incorporate. Usually she always counts on me to do it. For the first time she's doing it by herself. It's beautiful. I mean, oh, I love it. And voila. And the worst is, she loves that. She's the one that regularly tells me, oh, can you make me some coffee eclair?
But she likes doing it.
Yeah, I know, but still, now she knows how difficult it is.
I already knew. I used to do these
yeah.
before.
Of course, she knew, but she never did it.
But then I found out the
So
power
at
of my
least-
mother. I'm like, Mother, you can do it.
So at least now she does it. Si, continue. Encore. Voilà, fais voir. Ok. I have pity. Mercy. Voilà. See? That is shudo. Voilà. So, you don't wait. We have, of course, she always wants to do the fun part, which is to press the shoe there. Today I'll do it. There is no reason, it's always the same one that suffers while the other one has fun. Huh? Okay, this time I have fun. Huh? Okay, I'm going to do that like that. Well, it's better to have a piping bag with a nozzle pretty wide. Not the kind of tiny little thing you use for decoration. Huh?
Preferably a teeth nozzle to get the traditional edges.
No, we don't need any.
Well, it's nicer with the edges on it.
No, I don't agree. Not for the shoe.
I
The
like
shoe
it.
are perfect, nice and voilà, straight.
2 more minutes over there.
Nah. Okay. Alors, chou, it's better when it's very little. And we just glue our paper first. So I'm gonna do the whole thing in here. And we come back when it's done and ready to go to the oven. Guys, so this is out of the oven, and while it is still hot, we have to quickly trim all these little tartelettes on the side. So yeah, okay, it's a little bit of work, but at least they are at the right size, and you need to do it while it is still hot. It's worth the effort anyway, and you can still have a little bit of dough in the same time. This is so good. So you have your reward. So yeah, you get something that you take something that a little bit that cuts with and not up. Just have to trim the edge. So of course, if you have 50 to make, you find another way. No, it's doable. Okay. So now the thing is, we have, see,
No.
oui, d'accord. Okay, I stop. Bon. And here we have our little chou that we sprinkled with a little bit of pearl sugar because it's going to be very cute on top after. In the oven. And we forget about it. Bon, I'm going to remove that. We'll finish taking care of that later, because now we have to bake our scones. Kitty, pousse-toi. Hop. Okay, the scones, we'll make them in here. Okay, Alors, we need... Ah, là. Tiens, you're going to measure 2 cups of flour in there. Where did I... Ah, là. Mais non, ça c'est trop gros, ça. Bon. Okay, I cannot find the spoon. Ah, là. Attention, vous. Comme ça. Voilà.
Could have just done that. Could have just.
And about 2 teaspoons of baking powder, some salt, this salt is lazy. Bon. No sugar whatsoever. But about that of butter, that can be soft, not completely cold. Voilà, et tu vas mettre ça à tourner. Là, hop. So first we do the sand thing. We have some milk, and I'm gonna start it slow, see how it works. See if we can add. Là. Hop, vas-y. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Perfect. Tiens, t'emmènes ça là-bas. Attends. Là, voilà. Bon. Ok, tiens, Titi, va me chercher le rouleau, il est dans le tiroir. Let's see. Ah. I feel it's getting a little bit... I had some extra milk in case. Tiens, mets-moi ça là-bas dans le... Bah, dans l'évier. Là, voilà. Here we go. Eh ben voilà, perfect. Ok. Scone d'eau. Alors, completely different than the tartelette dough, this one. Completely different. Well, it's under my nose. I don't think I'm gonna take the risk. Alors, the thing is to roll it pretty thick so your teenager can cut it. Enfin, not teenager anymore. Okay, your big kid can cut it. Voilà. Ok. Tiens, Mimi. Alors, où est-ce que j'ai le cutter? Là. Non, où est-ce que je l'ai mis? Ah là. Vas-y, Boubou.
T'en veux combien?
Bah, le plus possible. Ah, attends, mais va au bas.
Ouais.
Là. Voilà. So it has to be cut pretty thick. Hein. Voilà. See how beautiful.
Je réétale, c'est ça?
Un petit peu, voilà, ok. The thing is not to work it too much, so yeah. Mais pas au milieu.
Mais je pouvais
Ouais,
pas
d'accord. Bon, hop. Voilà, it's gonna work. Let's do that again. Let's see. The thing is to not to overwork it as usual. Voilà. We'll brush it a little bit. Where is my brush? Là. Tiens, vas-y. Mets du là-dessus. Voilà. Voilà. Ah, and we can even be fancy. Where is my can be fancy. It will make a little crust, voilà, of powdered sugar. Oven.
Well, I've been directing your show up at, but I had to come out to try. I mean, it looks so delicious.
Exactly, and I have to pour you a cup. Let's see,
It's so dramatic.
Mm.
Come on.
We're having a tea party.
Exactly. Huh?
So if people want to watch all your recipes on all your shows,
Exactly.
they can visit our website at ActonTV.org. And if they want a recipe for this, they can go to your Natural Balance website, and that will
Exactly.
be, the information's on the screen. So
Look at that.
yeah, so
Alors attends, I have to see your face. Go
Okay.
pick something.
this one's looking good. Ready?
Go ahead. I knew it. You cannot resist me. Enfin, naturally, you cannot resist my stuff.
Delicious. How do you say delicious in French?
Délicieux.
Delicious.
Délicieux.
Close
Still
enough.
has to train, but he's gonna do it.
It's
soon.
close enough.
Close enough.
So again, thank you for being here at Acton TV Studios, and we'll see you again next time.
Exactly. See you soon.
Bye-bye.